I feel like I would say one of the best part of the Bells is the community. I think I wasn't quite expecting the level of just like almost sisterhood, you could say, that the Bells have brought. I mean, I've met like my best friends, and it's such a blessing, and I never would have known that it would be as amazing as it is.
I just feel like it's the perfect community at UVA. It makes it all feel so much smaller, and it was such a great way to meet people right off the bat and just have a bunch of girls with a shared interest and a shared love, and we're all just best friends.
Yeah, truly. I feel like you can find your little circles at UVA. There's just so many to pick from, but I feel like Bells was really the place where like we all just feel so comfortable with each other, and like we're really ourselves, which is the best.
Like I just think that like female friendships are so powerful, and having one, like I always have someone that I can go to. Like when I walk to class and I see one of them, it's like my day is automatically made.
Yeah. It's a bond that I've never had before in my entire life. So it's something that I can't really describe.
No, I just love singing with my best friends. Like, it is a community of really talented people that push me vocally, but also they're just women that I want to learn from and embody as I like grow into myself. And I feel like I've grown so much in this group, but not only just my voice. I feel like my personality and like my confidence and everything has just grown with everyone. I think we've all grown, like grown up with each other. And I think
just having this set of girls that love you for who you are and getting to make music with them is just magical. And yeah, we just love being in the group.
My favorite thing about the Bells is that I think I live with everyone. I live with everyone in Bells, and so we live in this house called Pink House, and it's right on 14th Street.
It's not pink.
It's not pink. It's actually quite beige, but it's okay.
Well, my favorite thing about Bells is just hanging out with Bells. A lot of us live together, so we live in a house, we call it Pink House, and it's right on 14th Street, and 8 of us live there, and like my favorite moments is just when all of us as Bells are sitting in the living room, because we have like potlucks there, we'll have little birthday parties and things there, and hanging out.
Yeah, it's third years and fourth years in the group, and it's really special because that house has been in the group since like we were first years.
Yeah,
so
I think a little bit before.
A little bit before that. So it's like crazy living there now, because I remember just being like, God, I have to like leave and go to my actual house now every time we would hang out there, and now it's like, let me go to my room. It's so fun. It's really fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I was saying it's kind of impossible to capture like the Bells like in a picture or in a video, and so like just like being with the girls and just being together, I mean there's nothing like it, and I feel like until like you're in it and you're with the girls, like you have no idea how tight and close friends we really are.
All of us, when we joined Bells, at least were not expecting all of this. Like all of us joined because, oh, it's a good outlet for music, let's just do music. And then it ended up everyone, like, this is our friend group now. This is like our livelihood. And
our livelihood. It
truly
is a livelihood.
It's a livelihood.
Like, I wake up, Bells. I eat lunch,
Bells.
I go to sleep,
Bells.
It's like the best thing ever.
I remember like first coming into acapella and being like, oh, it's just like a fun little club. Like, no. Like,
really? If people saw how much effort goes into booping and bopping around on a stage, like they would be shocked. And not only that, but how much effort it takes to like get us all together. Like there's 17 of us, and so you don't think it would be that difficult, but like each one of us are really busy. Like it's not like we're just like going to class and doing this. Like we're going to class and we're presidents of clubs and we're applying to law school and everyone's doing like a bunch of things, and so like it's really difficult to like wrangle all of us together. Not only that, but then like to get us all together and to get us to not focus on anything outside of this is really hard. And then like preparing for a concert is like the Olympics. Like we have rehearsal every single day for like 2.5 hours for like 2 weeks leading up to the concert. So it is a lot of work, but it's like not really work because we're just like singing, but like at the same time we're like singing and it's like, don't go flat, don't go sharp. Make sure you look happy while you're singing. Make sure you dance while you're singing. Make sure you're moving. Don't look like a scarecrow. Like there's so many like little things that go into it. And
how much work it is.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
It is so much work. It's good work. It's the best work because it's fun.
Yes.
but we have 2 rehearsals a week for 2.5 hours. So we're spending 5 hours in rehearsal alone. Then if you have an exec position, you're running the Instagram, you're running the ticket sales, you're arranging the music.
We try to do like a gig every week, every couple weeks. That's an additional like 2-3 hours. We do social events on the weekends. Mixers. Like it is, I say like to be a belle is like a lifestyle.
Totally.
Like I feel like I'm not just a UVA student, I'm a belle. I feel like it has like a whole multi-layered other experience.
I can truly say the same for all of the other a cappella groups at school. All of us work so hard, and all of us have really long rehearsals, and all of us prepare for annual concerts that we have at the end of each semester.
It's really cool how like far our reach is. Like we think we're just like a silly little UVA a cappella group, but then like this past semester we got to go sing in the Senate, and it was just like insane. Like what are we doing here? Like what are we doing in this beautiful Senate building, like singing for like the president of UVA? Like we just get to do so many cool things that like I would never get to do if I wasn't a belle.
No,
and it's
exactly.
Like, it's sick because you don't know what you're signing up for. When I was the first year, I was like, I'm gonna get to maybe sing at a basketball game, and now I've like sung it.
Like all our girls and like getting to make that music for a crowd that big was just amazing.
My honest favorite is probably the Good Old Song, because when we perform it at gigs, like all of the alumni that are seeing our performances and stuff.
So sweet. And
yeah,
like
really
all
sweet.
the adults in the room, like all the UVA alum, they just stand up and they hug their friend and they sing a song, and it's
so
just
sweet.
like everyone knows the song,
Yeah.
everyone sings along with us, and it's so sweet.
It's gonna be us one day, so.
Performances, and we get to sing the Good Old Song.
That's the best part about being the bells.
It's really good.
I think I would have to say that my favorite gig that we've done so far that I've been a part of was Lighting of the Lawn. I think the environment was really, really fun, and everyone was very excited. And we got to perform with the Hullabahoos as well, which was also a really good time.
Lighting of the Lawn is I think it's my favorite moment at UVA.
I agree.
Every year.
I agree.
It is
it's like the
so
highlight of my
fun.
year.
Because it's already just so fun for everyone that goes to UVA. Like it's just the best day. Like that day makes me really appreciate everything that I have in all my life.
Yeah.
But being with bells and singing with bells in front of the whole school, like it is just the best moment every single year.
I knew that I was that I loved a cappella before coming to college, but what solidified it for me was watching an Instagram video of the bells perform. They had a practice. It was like a video of their rehearsal doing "Not Strong Enough" by Boy Genius, and they were in the chapel, and it was just the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. And I was just in love with it, and I was like, I have to audition for this group. I was trying not to hope too hard because I was like, I love them so much. But
I have always sang. I did Carnatic music as a child, which is an Indian classical style of music, and then I did like choir all of grade school, like all of high school. And my musical inspiration is definitely my mom. She's just like, my house was filled with music and song growing up, and my mom is just like the most beautiful, precious voice in the world. So my house was just filled with like beautiful music all the time growing up, and so hopefully carried a little bit of that. And I knew I wanted to find like an artistic community in college because I think I would go crazy if I wasn't singing. And I wanted to pivot away from like the choir element, and a cappella felt like a good medium between like music and just making friends. So yeah, that's what got me.
My mom loves to sing, and she was just like always singing out and about when I was a kid. And there was like a combination of my mom, because like I just never known like a house without a person singing around. And then it would be her as number one, and then number two would be the TV show Victorious. I used to love Victorious, and like,
No way, I didn't
what do
know
you
that.
mean?
I didn't know this. I didn't know
I had,
this.
like, big dreams of going to that school and like being a music fine arts major or whatever it was, because they were in high school. But like I remember one time I was like sitting in the living room and I was singing the song from Victorious, and my aunt was like, "Wait, you can kind of sing." And I was like, "Wait a second." So that was my origin story.
I've always loved to sing, and so I had actually been encouraged to try it out because the idea of a cappella had always sounded really fun, and my dad was actually an a cappella at UVA, so he was like, you should try it. And
Wait, what
so
group is he?
He was in the Virginia Gentlemen. And so he was like, go check it out. And so I checked it out, and then I just kind of like, the minute I like auditioned and I started singing, like something just like kicked in, and I was like, I've got to do this. Like, I want this so badly. So that's what happened for me.
For me, this is gonna sound really silly, but it was just Mamma Mia. And I started singing because my sister and I would sing along to the song, every single song, Mamma Mia. And slowly my parents, I think, realized, not that I was any good, but the fact she likes to sing. So enrolled me in music classes growing up. And
I would say, like, I have kind of a more non-traditional route to bells. Like, I did theater, like I did choir. I think probably like 75% of us were theater kids, so it's not that crazy. But I didn't really like love to sing. I came to UVA and I was literally just walking on the lawn one day and I saw people that were doing this thing, and I was like, I want to make a friend. So I just walked in and tried out. I didn't even have a song prepared. They were just like, yep, like give us a verse and a chorus. I was like, I'll sing for you what I'm like listening in my AirPods right now. And that's what I did. And that's how it worked out. So like, it was like the best coincidence in the world. But I would say that my musical influence is also probably family, is my grandfather. He was a music director in India for like movies, for Bollywood movies. And so my family has always been musical, but I've never really been trained in it, except for like at school or in theater. I didn't do like vocal lessons or anything. And now it makes me really proud to say that like I'm a music director for Bell. So it's like my grandfather was a music director, now I'm a music director. And it's just a thing I'm passionate about that I had no idea I was passionate for until 3 years ago, which is so cool. So yeah.
Time flies in this group. Like, everyone's so fun, and like you just, before you know it, 2.5 hours are up, and you say, and like you don't know where the time went. So.
I think the biggest like value that I've learned, or lesson that I've learned about, is like truly how to love and like how to like be loved, like how to love other people and like appreciate people's beauty and appreciate your own beauty.
It's okay to like need and depend on other people, and like that's really important when you get into an ensemble of singers. Like, I don't need to be able to do everything on my own, and also not everything is about me. Like, sometimes if we're learning a song and I have my part down but somebody else is struggling and we have to go through it a couple more times, like that's okay. And like I can just sit there and know that like I have my part, we need to work a little harder for somebody else, because like we're a group, and at the end of the day, like we're only as strong as like our weakest person, which I hate saying, but like it's true. And like none of us really struggle.
Yeah.
And so like if somebody, needs a little extra time to learn something, or if somebody is having a hard time, just like in general, like UVA is crazy, life is crazy, like it's okay to like reach out and to be able to depend on someone else. And especially with bells, like everybody literally is like the definition of like a shoulder to cry on, and like a person in your corner. And it like being in this group really taught me that. And I'm still not really that good at it. Yeah. But it definitely taught me to do it a little bit more.
How to be like unabashedly yourself, and to like love yourself and love others for who they are.
I think a lesson that I've learned in bells is just to, I think, appreciate the very small moments with the people around you. It's very easy to get swept up in what we call UVA, the work hard, play hard, and try and look at big picture of everything you want to achieve within your 4 years here. But you forget the most important part is the people around you and the friends you make along the way. And I think with bells, I've learned to just breathe, take a moment, look around me and say, I'm grateful.